Yes.
We're back after a week off.
Yep.
You were in Barcelona.
I was in Barcelona having the time of my life.
Are there any comic shops in Barcelona?
You know, I didn't look for them. But I didn't see any when I was running around. Yeah.
Thanks for keeping us in the loop.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We got a big week of comic books to get into. News.
News.
We got a lot of comic news. We got new releases we're going to talk about. What's happening in the world of news?
Well, let's get started. So apparently, according to the screenwriter for Ready Player One, who actually made a draft of the Flashpoint screenplay, that it's not going to be Flashpoint anymore.
Isn't the name Flashpoint?
It's not anymore. Yeah. So I think that movie is a bit of a mess right now.
Oh my gosh. I saw Ready Player One this weekend.
How was it?
With my son.
Oh, do you like it?
Boys' night. We went to see a 7 p.m. showing of Ready Player One.
That's late.
I know. That's
usually late for you.
He and I are both in bed by 7 p.m. He enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too.
Yeah?
I thought the marketing was not good for that movie. I was like, this looks silly.
It does look silly.
But I enjoyed it.
I actually watched I watch Sunday Morning usually.
I've never heard of that.
It's like an old people's show. And they had a segment about that movie. And the guy that wrote the book was just like a huge like fan nerd.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like a...
No, he was like a collector of like fan, like...
Because I've read excerpts of that book and it was kind of...
awful. Well, he's like not a writer.
Shows.
But yeah.
Dwayne says, I'm surprised you came back. I would not have come back from Barcelona.
I did not want to come back.
I didn't think you were coming back either.
Honestly, I was trying to get married so I could just stay there.
Did you find any suitors?
No, I didn't. No one wanted me.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. In other news, I don't know if you know this about me, but I love John Krasinski.
I think I knew that.
Yeah. So he wants to play Reed Richards.
John Krasinski from The Office.
Correct.
And Shooter.
He wants his wife, Emily Blunt, to play Sue Storm.
Well, isn't that convenient?
That would be amazing.
That's convenient of him to say that.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I feel like they need someone... Well, I was going to say they need someone bigger for Mr. Fantastic, but I don't think they've ever really gotten like big people to be their stars. I could see it. I want to see his new horror movie.
Yeah.
That looks really good.
He directed that, and she's in it too.
His wife.
She's
Prego in that movie.
Yeah, and you know the whole premise of that, right? Like they can't make quiet noise because like those creatures will just like eat your face off. So apparently she has to give birth in the film in complete silence.
It's not possible. Stay tuned. Mike Rappin wants to see your best Jim face from The Office. It's like the same thing as a Kermit face.
Right.
Like that meme.
I'm waiting.
He's talking to you.
No, he's talking to you.
I feel like I do that face every week.
You make that weird upside down Muppet face. Do that. No, it's not that one. It's the one that your mouth literally turns upside down.
I don't know how to do that. But I do that face when like someone compliments me in the stream and then you take like a hot dump on me being positive about my life.
Hot S.
hot S.
Okay.
What else we got?
So we're being urged by the directors of Infinity War to not spoil the movie already, and it's like not even out.
Oh my gosh, we got like 4 weeks.
So there must be crazy ass that's gonna go down in that.
I have some theories about what happens in this movie. Some theories.
Well, you can't say it.
I can say my theory. I haven't seen the movie. I think it involves time travel. I think they're gonna go back in time.
If any of this is in space, I'm gonna leave.
Well, the Infinity Wars are all cosmic.
I know.
Stuff.
I just hate the space stories.
Let us know what your theory is of Infinity War in the comments. Spoilers, lots of S happens, lots of Infinity happens, says Mike in the chat. If you eat a lot of pasta, you get Prego, says Trevor.
Oh, LOL.
Oh my gosh, what an uncle joke. I think time travel, and I think that's how they get Captain Marvel into the second part of this movie. Because her first movie takes place in like the 80s or something. So I think she comes into Infinity War Part 2 via some kind of like Kang. You know Kang, time travel guy? The master of time.
Yeah.
I've got a theory that it's a demon. A dancing demon? Yay. Something isn't right here, says Andy. Did you watch Demon House yet with Zach Bagans?
No, but I told my mom about that part about the medium, and she was freaking out. She was like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "Yeah,
it's real
like
life.
That's real."
It's a real life.
So Ryan Reynolds this morning announced an Omaze campaign about raising money to fight cancer. And I guess the point of this is if you donate $10, you get 100 chances to be entered into a contest to win a pink Deadpool suit that's custom for you. So
does Deadpool have cancer in the movie? Because that's why he's like gross looking. He says his healing factor can't like keep up with a cancer that's like
maybe.
I don't know. I know that's in the comics.
So anyway, yeah, that's cool. So the more you donate, the more votes, I guess, or entries you get.
I'm into that.
So that's pretty cool, right?
Hi, Mike.
Oh, and then some news about this Batman movie called The Batman.
One. Yeah.
Matt Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he says that it's going well.
Is it just like 100% that Ben Affleck's not going to be in this movie?
There's still no news about that, but I can't imagine, given the recent paparazzi shots of him on the beach, that he's
this
ready.
Poor guy, Ben Affleck. He's like an alcoholic. He's going to therapy. He's got this
vaping.
He's got well, that's a whole other thing. He's got this back tattoo. People are making jokes. Poor, sad Ben Affleck. This guy's been through the ringer.
He's getting stripped from his Batman title.
We don't know.
I hate him as Batman, so really whatever.
He was a little too bulky in like the reshoot scenes
like
of Justice League.
His traps were like up to his. He was just like, I'm Batman.
Well, the scenes that I guess were reshoots where like Wonder Woman gave him a back massage and he had to wear that like skin tight like workout shirt. He looked like he just ate a whole loaf of meatloaf. Like he just downed it and he's like, guys, I can't shoot this scene. I'm stuffed.
I'm stuffed.
Infinity War prediction from Mike Rappin. Breaking news: Deadpool and Cable and Domino show up to save the day. Mike, yes. I don't think that's gonna happen.
You're wrong.
Mike. You're close to getting banned.
You're getting banned.
You're real close.
Sad flack. Oh, Andy, you're right. It is sad flack.
That poor back tattoo. Poor Ben.
But also, why lie about it? And also, if you're gonna lie about it, you better start getting that lasered off. Like that takes a long time, especially something that huge.
Probably because he figured like, oh, who's asking me about my back tattoo? I don't care. It's fake. Leave me alone. I had to go to therapy because my life's all not good.
If I was a tattoo artist and he walked into my studio, I would be like, let me do you a favor and not let you get this.
Maybe he tried.
Yeah. It's like the same person that let Britney shave her head, you know?
They're on like the same team. Britney was going through some stuff.
So was Ben, I guess.
How amazing is it that Britney Spears is alive and has
thriving.
She's thriving.
She's thriving. Better than ever.
You check out her Instagram. She's living her best life.
Oh, yeah. I follow her.
If you're watching and you've checked out Brit's Instagram, let us know.
Let us know. Also, let us know your favorite Britney Spears song.
Favorite Britney Spears meltdown and comeback.
Okay.
Shall we
get into comics?
Trevor says the Batman is going to fail. DC can't make a superhero movie. You ever heard of Wonder Woman, Trevor? You ever heard of that one? Didn't waste my time with Justice League.
Me either.
You know, I think there's a resurgence in Batman versus Superman and Man of Steel. People are coming around to them.
You can't even say that without laughing.
I do like Man of Steel. I will say that.
What?
Yeah.
You're banned. I'm going to do this show by myself for the rest of the time.
I'm taking the camera. I'm taking the laptop. The show's
over.
All
right, so let's get into comics because that's why we're here, right? Are we starting with our picks of the week?
POW.
Picks
POTW.
All right, so I have some good news and some bad news. Some good news is that we were able to get our hands on Batman 44. Bad news is that we were not able to get our hands on the variant cover of Catwoman in her wedding dress.
Wow.
But thanks to the kind folks at Midtown Comics, we will have this in the near future.
Our dear friends.
Yeah, apparently these are selling like hotcakes to the point where you could only get one of each.
It was like 9:30 a.m. and they were sold out. I felt like
we were in line for Beanie Babies or Furbies. It was crazy. All right. So
are they married yet? What's happening?
Not married. So throughout this one, it's called Something Old, Something New. So as you can guess, they're getting ready for the wedding. And Catwoman's up to her normal tricks of stealing stuff.
Oh, Cat, come on.
Crazy Cat. So she ends up most of this takes place like when she's in like this wedding dress boutique and she's trying on dresses, like getting drunk off champagne, and then she finally finds her dream wedding dress that is like $28,000. And she steals it obviously because she's Catwoman and that's what she does. But what's cool about this is that while this is happening, they go through like their entire relationship. So you see Catwoman in her different costumes,
giving her a foot rub,
right? And it's basically their conversation that they've been having since the beginning of time. Like, I love you, I hate you, I love you, I hate you,
I love you, Cat.
so I hate you. Why do we hate each other? Oh, we keep coming back to each other. We must be in love. So that pretty much happens the whole time. And then there's just some great pages of them, you know, being in love. So check it out. The wedding is going to be crazy.
It's going to be off the chain.
And her dress is so beautiful. You're going to love it.
Jeff says, I really enjoyed all the costume changes.
Yeah, same. It's really cool. Because actually she has one that looks like Batgirl.
Really?
Like this one.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. That's super old school.
Soup's old.
Christopher, we missed you too.
We did.
Brandon says, funny story. My mom had me wait for a Beanie Baby in the 90s, and I watched a 6-year-old woman fist fight. One maced the other. It was amazing.
That is pretty cool. It's probably the Princess Di Bear. It was hard to get.
How about all the people that hoarded Beanie Babies and missed the... Is your room just all Beanie Babies?
I have them like in like
in
individually
storage?
wrapped
Oh
in like a
my
bin.
gosh.
Yeah,
They're worthless
just waiting
now.
for the time that they will.
You think it's going to come around?
Oh, it's
My
coming.
brother used to collect baseball cards.
It's going to be like, you know how you can pay in Bitcoin? You can pay in Beanie Baby.
Bitcoin. Get out of here.
Yeah, anyway, also Jordi Belair and Joelle Jones do some of the interior of this as well as the variant cover. So pretty dope. My BFF Joelle.
Mike says, do you know what Beanie Baby has the same birthday as you? I feel like you would know that.
I don't.
And maybe you're just hiding the fact that you know.
I mean, I feel like I would know this. I think it was like a snail or something.
Let me real quick. Last week, since we were on vacation, Metal came out, and it was insane.
The grand finale.
Grand finale. It leads into what's gonna have there's 6 new Justice League teams, and it's gonna be massive.
Can we get on one, you think?
I think we can. Justice League, New York.
NYC.
Manhattan.
We can fight. Never mind.
I read... You're wrong. Beanie Babies are worth money, says Trevor.
Thank you, Trevor.
Trevor, show us the proof. Get me an eBay listing. Something.
Anything.
Remember eBay?
I love eBay. eBay is making a comeback.
Actually,
let me tell you.
You just talked about Batman, so maybe I won't talk about that. I read Deathstroke and Batman. It was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Isola from Image. This is the variant. I love #1 issues.
Same.
Ever talked about that on the show?
Crisp dollar bill #1.
I love spending money on #1 issues.
You don't buy them.
This one it follows a soldier guarding a lion, and it's in this kind of futuristic landscape. And the girl, the soldier that's protecting the lion, is talking to the lion as if the lion is like a king or a queen.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is going on with this soldier trying to protect?
That's a cool.
Oh yeah, this page. It's not really a spoiler, but
it's not a spoiler,
they're walking.
But it involves
they're
death.
kind of like hiding, and they come upon this giant monster that's been ripped open. Not a spoiler.
You know, the only
like
thing that
M-rated.
can do that is a bigger monster.
Oh my God, I didn't think of that until just now. So her duty is to protect her queen, this lion, and then she eventually reveals that the lion is a female queen that's been transformed into this animal body.
Is that a lion or a tiger?
Oh, maybe it's a tiger. I don't know.
I
It's blue.
would say that it's a tiger since that's stripes.
Well, it's blue stripes. What kind of tiger have you ever seen with blue stripes?
I don't know, but lions don't have stripes. We'll take this offline.
It's some kind of liger. Okay,
it's definitely a tiger.
It's a tiger. So she.
It's like, where's the lion?
Eventually, they run into some trouble. The animal and the female soldier.
Uh-oh.
And some hijinks happens. It's kind of like subtle world building in that you're just following these two characters around hiding from hunters, trying to stay alive. But the world that's around them and their character design is really nice, and I liked it. Isola, number 1.
Oh, yeah. All right, friends. We're back in the olden days when the Persians and the Greeks didn't get along. So Frank Miller is back with Xerxes, which is technically a prequel to 300. It happens like 10 years before 300. So obviously there's been quite some time between this writing and that writing, but it seems to fit in, nestles in very, very well. So this, not much happens in this except like, lots of fighting and death and war and beheadings and like
Brandon says it looks part
disembowelment. So it's narrated by some like Athenian guy that we don't know. And it just follows all these fights. And I'm assuming we're going to figure out how Xerxes comes about, but we don't know yet.
Part 1 of 5.
Part 1 of 5. So if you guys like blood and guts, let's see if we can find
tigers.
Are
there any tigers in it?
No, and there's no lions either.
Lion.
But I love 300, so that's why I wanted to read this. I also love Xerxes, especially the guy who played. He was in Love Actually, right?
I've never seen Love Actually. Everyone tells me Love Actually, it's the greatest romantic comedy of all time. I've never seen it.
What is wrong with you?
Isn't Mr. Fantastic in it too?
You would cry your eyes out.
Is Hugh Jackman in it?
Yeah. But anyway, pick this up if you want blood and death and gore.
There's a lot of violence.
There is.
Real quick, call it out. There's a new Sonic the Hedgehog series. I'll tell you what, people are super into Sonic the Hedgehog comics. And Sonic is back from IDW. Let's see. Tommy says, I know comiXology is only a store firm, but what the hell is going on with these crazy sales? I
don't know, man.
Sales. People love them.
They do.
Superman.
Oh, what is he doing?
The Patrick Gleason, or not Patrick, is it Gleason Tomasi? Their run is wrapping up soon.
Oh, yeah.
Iconic run on Superman. Speaking of iconic.
Here we go.
So your stomach is in time for the reveal of WrestleMania 2018. Just get it, okay?
Should I talk about
Venom? I'm going to talk about Venomized. I read Venomized, number 1.
Wow.
People love Venom almost as much as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh my God, Venom.
Oh my gosh. Venomized involves
the love of my life.
X-Men, Guardians, and other superheroes. So the book starts out with these kind of creepy-looking versions of X-Force came down to the X-Mansion, and they start shooting these guns. Like but the bullets are symbiotes, so they start shooting like a symbiote at Wolverine. They start shooting a symbiote.
Word.
They're trying to take out all these heroes, and Spider-Man gets hit with a symbiote again.
Oh, that's unlucky.
So now Nightcrawler is like a Venom. All these heroes are Venoms, pretty much. And then you're trying to wonder, like, what are these people shooting symbiotes at people for?
Look, Trevor's got some news for you.
What is your Facebook so I can bombard it with Beanie Baby sales? Listen,
Thanks, Trevor.
Listen. You said they're worth money. What's the price point for these Beanie Babies? Like $1? Maybe free shipping.
Oh,
Trevor,
get out.
So this is like a mini event in Marvel where all these superheroes are getting attached to symbiotes, and it's gonna be hell on earth. Venoms versus Venoms. People are venomized. If you're looking for some old school 90s fun, get Venomized.
If you want to go back in time
Number
to
one.
probably the exact time period that we were buying Beanie Babies.
Yes. Nice.
Do you have Beanie Babies?
No.
I have like
I had
200.
I bought Pogs.
Oh, same.
I had a metal Pog I spent like $10 on in my comic shop.
Good for you.
Could kill
Was it
him.
a slammer?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Could kill a man with those Pogs. Pogs.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever happened to Pogs?
I don't know. We should bring that back.
Next week, let's play
I
Pog.
definitely still have my Pogs somewhere. Remember, did you have it in those containers, that long tube?
No.
You didn't keep them in that?
Maybe I couldn't afford those tubes when I was a kid. I spent it on a metal Pog. Kiwi's right about it being the Princess Diana Beanie Baby in my experience.
Yes.
Metal Slammers were the best. Mike knows. Alf is back in Pog form. That's right.
So Star Wars 46 is out today as well.
Sorry, Jeff was asking if either of you were alive in 1990. That's like the greatest compliment I've ever gotten in my life.
That is actually really nice.
Jeff, I'm 45.
He's actually 64.
I was alive. I'll just say that.
I was alive too. For like a couple years. So this is pretty cool because if you're reading Darth Vader, this is happening at the same time. So we're back on Mon Cala, which is the planet that the Mon Calamari live on.
Right,
which is what Admiral Akbar is, just to tie this all together. So the rebels, Luke, Leia, C-3PO, are on this planet trying to convince them to join the Rebel Alliance. And it's a little harder than they think.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have to like pass a test?
No, so
fitness test.
They don't want to join for some reason. I don't know. I would be like, yeah, I'm for that. But they're probably scared given that Darth Vader just paid them a little visit, as you remember. So they're trying to convince them to join the Rebel Alliance, and this guy ends up dressing up like him and impersonating this like ruler on the planet, and hopefully it goes well, but we're not sure yet.
I love how you end every pitch with your eyebrows going up and down.
Yeah.
Samurai Pat is in chat right now. Samurai Pat.
Get
McClane.
out.
He just said, wow, spoilers.
Sorry, Pat. I know he's like my Star Wars buddy fan.
Thanks for coming to the office today, Pat.
Did you go on your run yesterday, Pat? Please.
Is it my
Please
turn?
advise.
Is it my turn? I'll keep with the... maybe I'll briefly mention this other new one that came out. Analog. Gary Duggan and friends. It's the future. The cloud internet has been busted wide open.
What? All my pictures will be gone.
No, all your pictures are free on the internet and everyone has seen them.
Well,
all your texts.
I'm fine.
All your texts.
You might not be.
No, I'm in big trouble. And you follow the main character who might have been the cause of all of that.
Get out.
Yeah. And how the world is dealing with internet being bad news. So that's number one, Analog.
Analog. All right. Wictive is out. It's getting wild.
More wild than normal.
Cray.
Oh my gosh.
If you guys follow this, you got to check it out.
Love that cover. Can you say you look like the regular cover?
No, this is
you like stopped me while I was working.
Like this, I feel like I could pull that off. I'd have to get you to draw on my face with green marker.
No, I'm not.
You're not going to do that for
That
me?
one is selling for $90,000, Trevor says. I can't click that link right now. I'm just going to take his word for it.
Yeah, well, you will anyway. Anyway, more people are dying, heads exploding, heads on chopping blocks. The gods are not happy. So check it out.
Not going to raise your eyebrows to sell that one?
Snot Girl, one of my favorites. Out again today. We have like no time.
We're run out of tape.
Backways, another one of my favorites. Yes. Magic, madness, mayhem.
Mayhem.
What do you got? Real quick, we have so much left.
Real quick, I just want to call out. You ever heard of this comiXology Unlimited? If you live in the States.
Oh, yeah, I think I have.
If you're not paying $6 a month to have access to 10,000 plus books, I'm going to ban you right now. Can I just briefly say what's in here? The Infinity Gauntlet. It's in comiXology Unlimited.
Get to the juice.
Back to Basics Avengers number 3.
There it is.
That's included. Infinity Countdown. What was that Star Wars book that you just read? The guy with the blue? Thrawn. Thrawn number 1 is included in CU. Mm-hmm. You kidding me? Just wake up.
Wake up, people. Let's go to the very brief segment of What Shall I Buy with $10? Shall we begin?
We began. What would you buy? $10.
I would buy Volume 1 of The Woods by James Tynion IV.
That guy is a rising star.
Yeah. So he's like a really good horror kind of writer dude.
He writes Detective Comics right now.
Exactly. And we love horror. Horror.
We're all about it.
We're all about the horror.
All about
it. So
this
is apparently like there is, what do they call that when people are sucked from Earth? What is that? It's like a biblical thing.
The starts with an R, right? Any religious people in the chat right now?
Rapture.
Kirk Cameron movie.
Yes. Whew. Okay. So basically, it's like a rapture, and then the people from the rapture is in this alternate universe, and they're trying to figure stuff out, and it's supposed to be scary and cool, and I want to read it.
I love it.
Yeah, and then for a mere $5.99, you can get 353 pages of Batman: The Long Halloween.
Get out
at your disposal.
Are you?
Which is one of my favorite Batman books.
You kidding me?
Not kidding you. This is not a drill, people. So
what were you for Halloween last year?
Wonder Woman.
Oh, that's right.
Duh. And then also Wednesday Addams, because also duh.
Rat hold. What an amazing word. I've never heard that word before. Can I even say that on Facebook Live? I don't know. Rat hole?
What does that mean? I can only imagine. My mind is wandering.
I don't know. Was that 10 hours? Or you have one
No,
more?
I'm under, but I can't think of anything else that I want. But Long Halloween's awesome. I'm sure everyone that watches this show has probably read it. Obviously.
There's a lot of hot and juicy sales happen on our website right now. If I could just talk about a few of those books that I would buy real briefly. You ever heard of The Winter Soldier?
I think I may have.
They're the comic book that started it all. The movies, the character.
The man, the myth, the legend.
$4 right now on our website. The collection. You can get it for
change.
A measly $4.
Change.
Wolverine. One of my fave characters. There's a miniseries called Logan by a little guy, Brian K. Vaughan. Saga, Paper Girls, he wrote those.
He did.
This is where Wolverine goes back into his past to an area called Hiroshima to find his lost love. Also, Killstrike Volume 1 is on sale. If you're a CU member, you get a discounted price already on top of it, so I can pay $3.59 for it.
Wow.
Killstrike is about this guy my age, grew up reading comic books, and one of his favorite characters from when he was a kid comes to life. Killstrike.
Crazy.
Also, X-Men Grand Design came out today. We saw it in the shop.
It's beautiful.
Oh, my God.
My God.
I didn't realize it's like...
Honestly, it's worth $30. 100%.
30 bones in print. It's huge. I almost knocked myself out just trying to like
get it off
the shelf.
And the pages smell so good.
We sniffed those pages.
We sniffed the S out of them.
We got kicked out. They put up a new sign.
We're not allowed to go to the shop anymore.
It's monstrous.
It is monstrous. Oh, speaking of monstrous, when's that back?
I feel like it's been coming out every week for the past 2 months.
Oh, you know what I missed? I missed it last week. All right, is that it?
Yeah, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see everybody. Oh, next, Goosebumps came out last week. I wanted to talk about Goosebumps. Download and Die. Number one.
Yeah. I love those Goosebumps. It's so nostalgic. Right up there with Sonic, you know?
People love it.
All right.
We gotta go. We'll see everybody next week.